I'm all the way at the top. I'm gonna try to lean back. Unmute yourself. See how you're looking.
I'm looking. Hello.
Yeah, dude, lean back if it's all the way up. I think we should look at the levels here and not there.
You're
'Cause
probably right.
The levels here are fine. Like if you look at them, they're not bad, and we can get like a little closer like that. Oh no, that was probably super loud. All this jostling. Or maybe
Or maybe we just sit up. Nah, dude.
we just sit up straight, like men, like real men. We turn it down, back down to 50. We're just right up in here, like, hey, bitches. Welcome to the Two Buds podcast.
So are we going?
I think we're going, dude.
Let's just do it.
Let's just rip it, dude.
You're gonna be way louder than me.
Well,
Just sit back,
yeah,
dude.
I'll sit back, fine.
It's
Fuck it.
working.
Yeah, you're right. I might as well be comfy.
Double check and make sure it's
And
working.
if we want to emphasize shit, we lean forward and we're like, hello. But mostly we'll be back here.
All right, we got our two shitty mics.
shitty mics.
Welcome back to the week 6 or maybe week 7 of the podcast.
I think it's week 6.
Week 6.
The week.
Podcast.
The week of Satan. 666. Not true. This is not a Satan cast. I feel like you guys can't hear me. I feel like we're too far away.
No, I think it's working, dude.
Hey bitches, welcome to the Two Buds podcast. How are you all doing? It is Tyler and Sam. Sam and Tyler. Out here balling.
That's right.
We were just out in the sun. It's about 100 degrees outside today.
It's 1,000 degrees. It's hot as tits.
It's beautiful. I liked it. I got very sweaty and jumped in a pool twice.
It's hot as tits out.
Actually, 3 times. I saved a bee from the pool, dude, after you left. It landed in the middle of the fucking pool, and I was like,
I save bees and I'm allergic.
Dude, you gotta save them. Save the bees, bro.
I have no ill will towards bees.
I went out there with a leaf, and I was like, let's get you out, buddy.
Heavens.
And then he dried off for like 2 minutes
Yeah,
and flew off
yeah,
into the
it's
sunset.
beautiful. That is a nice thing to do. Bees are strong.
Bees are dope, dude.
Bees are very strong.
And that bee was like for sure like very warm and like,
Yeah.
dude, I could use some water. Look at
Mhm.
that. And then it just like plunged into the water. Definitely got his water,
Yeah.
but it was chlorine water.
Ever since I started saving bees, like, cause when I was little and I found out I was allergic, I would like kill them for, I killed them for a period of
For
time.
revenge, yeah.
For a period of time, but
Yeah.
then I started doing that, and I have not been stung since I was a wee little boy.
Because they can smell it on you or sense it on you that like you are an ally to the bees.
But if I get too close, I do fuck off, get away. Anyways, Jocelyn,
Sorry.
Jocelyn,
Jostle police. I just jostled. I'm sorry. I was
Jocelyn.
pointing it more towards my face. Yeah, look, dude, look at the bars up there. Look
Yeah, I know, dude.
Straight bars.
Straight bars.
I don't like that, dude. We've recorded on like 6 different programs at this point for each of the episodes. We're on GarageBand now because it's the program that Tyler has on his laptop.
And we want to sit on the couch.
And also, like, these mics, for some reason, like, they don't work on fucking voice memos, which is what we were using before.
Which was way easier.
Yeah, voice memos goes hard, dude. But we made it. We're here.
I still contemplate that it might be easier to just, like, use those little... I don't
It
know.
might be easier to just jump off of a bridge.
No. That's easier, but that's
Might
not...
be fucking easier
the
to
right-
just fucking set yourself on fire, brother. Burn for the Lord.
No, I'd rather take a bunch of pills and wrap myself up in a blanket, just fucking fade off in a fentanyl. Like
You're right. That's the best way. That's the
fade off into like a fentanyl cloud. But I don't want to do
And then you
that.
get up to heaven and you're like, aren't I going to hell because I died of fentanyl? And God's like, no, dude, I get it. We got hella fentanyl up here, brother. Get in there.
What the fuck?
There's just like opium dens and like fentanyl and like fucking the hardest drugs ever, and you do them and you don't die because you're in heaven. You're just out there balling, dude.
Meet my son Jesus, and he's just got.
It's fucked up. I'm sorry.
That is fucked up. It is funny.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I'm sorry. Shooting from the hip today,
You don't
guys.
mean it, dude. Yeah, we're shooting from the fucking cock
I
today.
don't think that you need hard drugs in heaven because, like, if heaven does exist in the way that we think about it, or a lot of religions do, at least like the Abrahamic ones do, like you could just feel like opiates make you feel without having to do opiates up there. You're just, dude, you're with. Like, you'd be in everlasting bliss, as they say.
I mean, when I was a child and I really believed in heaven, it was like life wasn't... It was still scary, but I genuinely believed, like, for a period of time, maybe until about, like, 10 years, maybe until about 8 years old. Like, I believed it was, like, you just go up there in the clouds and it's, like, super fun.
God's up there,
Yeah.
and you're just chilling with Jesus.
Yeah, or whatever. That's what I believed for
Your
the
whole
longest.
family's up there.
Yeah.
I could talk about, I'm very interested in religion. I find it very interesting.
Do you know?
I do.
I know you do.
But let's not get into that.
No, we're not going to get into that. I'm just saying that's
We
what...
could.
I'm just saying that's
I'm
what...
down. If you want to send it, dude, we could. We could.
Just saying that's
could
what
go
I
there.
believed. Well, what do you want to talk about? The afterlife?
No, not really.
Yeah, no, we don't fucking know. I don't care. I'm just that's the reality I was living in for a while, and I can remember how that felt, and it was nice.
All right, folks.
So
all right.
I understand.
Hey, chat. The commercial that Tyler and I've been watching, they've looped it 3 times now. It's the same
Have
one.
they?
Yeah, this is the 3rd time.
That's Deborah. She's stocking groceries.
Deborah, and she's also stocking.
That was
her
Miranda saying something in the car.
Dude, Miranda, WGU. All right, cool. A new
But
one.
not our old landlord. Fuck her, dude.
Dude, our landlord was by the pool today.
She was.
Yeah. I almost just said her name, but I didn't. I almost did, folks, but I stopped.
Surprisingly good bod.
Tyler.
What did you want me to say?
That's not why I brought it up.
She's with, like, her grandkids.
Yeah, she was cool. And she is cool. She's the coolest landlord I've had.
She'll never hear this.
I sure hope not. If she does, shout out. But
she's actually, like, stalking us and loves us. That's why she
she already has mics, like, in the apartment, dude.
If she did,
she's just gonna show up later in a trench coat and be like,
no, but dude,
I heard you liked my bob.
I've seen it. What?
Like, if she has mics already in the apartment. She's bugged the place and she's like listening in. She comes over. She's like, "Hey, dude."
No, and I seen her at I'm not gonna say the park, but at the park, like twice.
Oh, nice, dude. Yeah.
But like walking in all black.
I saw her
walking in all black, super fast, just like this. I'm serious. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Your excuse. Your computer's fucking struggling, dude. Do you
No,
hear
it's just it's like 5 years old.
It's loud. I'm gonna turn.
They can't hear it, dude.
No, I'm just gonna turn down the brightness, not all the way.
There's a lot of energy going into a MacBook Air.
All right, here we go. It's the least amount of. I burp.
I don't think it can hear it.
I don't know if it can, but if you think about it.
Welcome to the podcast.
Dude, we're like 4 minutes in and we're like, welcome.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
It's exciting.
We're here. Hello, guys. One of the topics of today. Do you want to do the
Yeah,
whole,
we can
like,
talk about it if you want.
Yeah.
All right, I'll start. You want to talk?
No, you brought it up.
Yeah,
yesterday.
I'll
Tyler
bring it up.
texted me about
So
it.
I was talking to a friend over. I was texting with a friend yesterday, who works in the wine industry, and I was just like, "Yo, bro, how's it going?" And he was like, "It's rough, basically. Not like businesses are, like a lot of like smaller wine businesses are closing." And I was like, "Why is that, dude?" And he said, "People just aren't drinking as much."
I found that very surprising. And for
I
context,
did not. It was like all over the news, dude.
I didn't. I'm not. I don't really watch.
It's just all. It's just
I don't watch CNN or
Gen
whatever.
Gen Z is not drinking as much, I think. But I think overall, just people. But Gen Z, younger people, I feel like don't even really drink wine either way.
So that's what Tyler and I kind of disagreed about. Is like we were talking about, like, is drinking less for young people. Like the fact that Gen Z is drinking way less than any other generation before them.
As a recovering alcoholic,
I
think they should drink more.
No, I disagree. I think it's a net. I think it's a net positive that people are.
Probably is.
Tyler, let me just finish. I think it's a net positive. I think it's a net positive that people are drinking less on average. I think that's good for people's brains and bodies and lives, dude.
I think so.
Call me a fucking narc or whatever, but like it's true.
I think so. I think
poison.
it is probably largely good for their bodies, but I think in a society that's, or a human society, like that's been built around.
Socializing is built around
It's been
alcohol.
built around drinking, largely built around drinking. It just points to more isolation. But I don't know. I think maybe over time it might get better. I don't know, man. I don't know. But then that one doctor guy that one time said, like, no, they're still fucking drinking. Like this, we were watching that.
Just like kind of in a different way.
That podcast. I just don't think it's. I don't know, man. I want to live
dude.
Where is that? Is that LA?
Well, drinking, especially socially, has been normalized. You know, like to the point that we think it's like necessary. You know what I mean? But that's kind of like a made-up convention that is like thousands of years old. Like people drinking and getting fucked up. I just think that there are healthier ways of intoxicating yourself.
For sure, but how do I put it? I just
for the Gen Z
for
homies.
overall, like I think overall, like just as a whole, like kids and young adults drinking less is going to coincide with just people being less social overall. At least as of right now.
I just don't think it's a causation of people being less social.
No, but like
I think that's where we disagree. Like you are right, like younger folks are less social than they've ever been, but I think it's a lot of contributing factors like COVID, fucking the development of tech, like the growing unneed to actually go outside to get your needs met, you know? Like
yeah, but the real animal like needs, biological needs that you need are still not getting that.
I know, dude.
Because people are just.
But I'm saying that alcohol. You think that alcohol would like make that, but like, if I think back on.
I don't know.
My development, alcohol just kind of lied to me for a short term, and then made me more anxious and more depressed.
It does do that.
So. I don't know.
I do think
like
it is the healthy, but it does point.
I'm not telling anybody to drink less. I just think it's a good thing.
Yeah, but
you can do whatever you want. I think correct me if I'm wrong. Your point is like
the larger issue here is kids are just more isolated. Dude.
Yeah, of course.
People are having less sexual relations.
Is them
people
drinking
have
alcohol,
less friends,
but they're not. It's not because they're drinking less alcohol. They aren't drinking as much alcohol because they aren't going to parties. That they don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They don't like parties don't happen anymore in the same way.
Right.
Apparently, like based on what I've heard from you.
Yeah. No. It's just because all the shit is already right there.
And it's also, dude, like COVID.
And it's easy,
fucked
and it's easier for these kids and adults to just like sit there and fucking. be stimulated in a different way, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why people aren't drinking.
Yeah. But
So
I'm,
I don't really
but I'm
mean
not,
it. I don't really mean it that they should drink more. I just think.
It's part of it.
I think what I mean. I think what I mean is people just you need to
get
just
out there.
get out there.
Get out there. Yeah.
And
I
with
agree
AI, I was just people. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I've been really like it's fucking crazy, but like in like the near future, sooner or later, like real human interaction, like is gonna be like a
a novelty
or yeah, that's the word I was thinking, but that's not the right word.
No.
It's like gonna be yeah novelty, because novelty could be used in different ways. It's gonna be like a precious like
a luxury.
a luxury, exactly.
Really? No.
It's fucking scary to think about, dude.
That is scary.
I was watching some AI guy. I don't know who it was, but dude,
I don't. What? That's not what I'm afraid of with AI.
No, but like I was watching.
I think that's gonna. There's too many people.
Let me just go on. Let me go on a quick tangent.
Let me say one thing before you go on this tangent. There's too many fucking people for us not to be for us not to interact with each other.
I agree. But I just
the onus
I
is
saw
on you to prove
somebody. I
that
forgot who it was, but it stuck
is.
with me. Like I watched it 2 days ago. Like you're gonna have to like in the future, like years from now, like people are gonna like pay people to like go on a walk with them.
They already do that right now. What are you
I know, but it's gonna be like, do they really?
Escorts? What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's like different, dude.
No, I mean that's like it's literally what you're like people paying other people to be there for them. There's also like
escorts is like sex work.
Well, but for the most not part. Exclusively. But then there's also like I know that this exists. That there are websites where you can like hire people to like come with you to events and like be your friend or whatever.
That's fucking crazy.
That's already happening.
That is happening.
It's already,
but I think it's gonna happen on a larger scale.
I don't know, dude. I think that it's impossible.
It's impossible to actually know what's gonna happen.
No, Tyler, I think it's. Let me finish. I think it's impossible for us to. I lost it.
Yeah, because we like.
It's impossible for us not to interact with each other. There's too many of us. Unless there's a cataclysm and it's AI and then 10,000 humans. That's the only scenario I can think of. Or if they're like a colony on Mars or whatever, and there's 10,000 humans and like one robot overlord. And the robot overlord is like, you have to pay me 100 credits to interact with.
I hear you.
With Janice from the Med Bay or whatever it is. But on Earth, there's too many of us. It's impossible for us not to interact with each other. That doesn't. I'm sorry. I'm not.
I know. I agree. Like you come out of like a vagina, you're gonna like have. I understand.
I mean, just like if the population of Earth is around the same size or larger than it is now, when AI is to that point, then there's no way that we won't see other humans. I just don't like. Send me the video, but I already disagree. I disagree with the premise.
I just think the way
it's not gonna be like a Wall-E thing.
I don't know, man. The way we interact is gonna change.
That's true.
That we can agree on.
Of course, yeah, definitely.
And that's gonna change on a large scale, and it's I think, but we really don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There are some like actions that we do though that are inherently human, and we've done since the dawn of our history. And fucking and like fighting, like we're there's always war, or at least that's what we're told. And then but I mean there is always war. There's no way to deny it.
Eating.
There's a lot of evidence that there's been war forever. Eating, fucking, cooking, pooping, farming.
Dude, cooking. I don't know what's gonna happen there. It's gonna be.
But like on a base level, we're always gonna be.
There's gonna be there will be a need for human interaction. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. We don't have to talk about this though. My last thought though this is my conclusion that I came to about AI, is that it's going to get super advanced, super fast, and it already is happening. And a lot of people are gonna use it to make a lot of money,
Yeah, yes.
and
Yeah.
a lot of people are gonna not do that or just not really be aware of it, and it's just gonna create a huge, larger disparity of wealth than there already is. It's just gonna make it really big. I don't know.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
Like, I think that's kind of inevitable.
There are some really
unfortunately.
cool things being done with AI, but any new technology, like the worst of the worst, are going to use it for exactly what you're describing. And it's just going to push us. It's going to
And
it's going to push
and pure
inequity
evil.
farther.
That's what the
Yeah.
guy. That's what the Google guy that left Google
There's
that I
also-
showed you.
I mean, dude, there's like we could talk about deep fakes. Like that shit's scary.
Oh, that shit is scary.
Because like if they have any photo of you, they can like make an accurate rendition of you that's kind of convincing.
It's already like
it's
AI's
not-
already good enough to do that.
But it's not fully untraceable at this point, but it will be very soon, if not already. And the government probably already.
The government already has the most advanced AI.
And also a big part of why people are worried about AI is that it just makes like us trust in everything much less.
That too.
Like at a base level,
Yeah.
like it gives conspiracy theorists like we don't know if that's real or not, And then there's also the flip side of that where like conspiracy photos, like the famous Loch Ness monster photo. Now there's gonna be like fucking
10 gazillion of those.
yeah, but like actually like convincing and
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
And
and
it's
like,
gonna look like a raw footage, like fucking yeah. I don't know.
But-
It's gonna be really.
But again, there's still ways for people. Like I don't know how exactly it works, but based on this YouTube video essay I watched, that like there's still a way for these photos or videos that like the deepfake ones, like you can tell if they've been manipulated.
not to go back to
They're still traceable. I don't know.
not
exactly
to go back
how.
to Mission Impossible, but that's how the new movie starts. It's like there's
There's a deepfake.
well, it's like hella like all over, and people don't know like what's real and what's not. But it's like it's like at a grand scale, and like it's just causing
All right,
wars.
I'm sorry about all the hate. about
War. It's
Mission
causing
Impossible.
wars and like it's causing wars and like fucking just like political all that shit, like world chaos basically.
I think there's a
And
way.
only
dude,
one
but-
man can
But
stop it.
there are like really cool applications for it that like.
Yep.
It's not like it's gonna offset the bad shit, but at least it's like helping people,
Definitely helping capitalism and the rich get richer.
Yes, but it's all yes, of course.
and
but
helping
it's also,
and helping entrepreneurs.
But that. Sorry, excuse me. That's any new technology,
Mhm.
and I'm not
That is any
arguing.
new tech.
I'm not arguing that all that shit should be happening, but it is happening. I am saying that there are like people using it to like sift through data
Mm-hmm.
to like recover forgotten histories or transcribe like vast like analog data sets that like would take years and years for people
That's
to
cool.
do, and like nonprofits can do it in like 2 minutes now.
I don't think
You know
so.
what I
Here's
mean? Like
I
shit
don't
like
think
that is
AI.
fucking cool.
I don't think it's inherently good or bad.
It's how we use it, and we're definitely gonna use it for that bullshit. You're right, but we
And
also are
we're
gonna use it for some.
for good too,
We use it for some beautiful stuff.
and it's not going away. So we
No,
just
it's just getting stronger. It's
So-
fucking everywhere, dude. If you drive to San Francisco now, like every other billboard is like, "Yo, what's up?"
no. We are in the
AI.
we are in the
Hey,
the shit, dude.
It's Apple AI. Yo, what up? It's Google AI.
no,
we're a
like,
billboard.
we're in the shit, dude.
We're in the shit,
And
brothers.
there's just gonna be sex robots, and it's gonna be crazy. I'm like,
I need to go pee, Tyler. It's
I'm,
time
like,
for your
looking
mono.
for-
It's time for your mono.
alright, that's fine. I'm
sorry.
looking forward to the chaos, but at the same
I'm
time,
not,
it's really
dude.
scary.
No, dude, I'm. You can't. People are gonna get hurt.
I know,
Die.
but like from an animalistic curiosity perspective, it's like really interesting.
I'm on. Why is my light off?
You know what I mean?
Why is my light off? Am I still going?
Yeah, you're going.
Interesting. The light.
We're both going,
Alright, I'm gonna go pee.
and would take the bong with you.
I was trying to hide it from our listeners. The sound
That's all right.
of the percolation.
Listeners, I quit smoking weed for right now, and I feel good. feel pretty good. But yeah. Shit's it's crazy out here, dude. It's stressful. It's fun, but it's crazy and stressful. And lots of uncertainty. And a lot of people don't even know. But I think it's important to know. The end times are near. But it's just the end is just another word for a new beginning. Or is it? Shit will never actually ever end. But humans will end eventually. Unless we truly are created by God in His image and built it. But I don't think that's what it is. I mean, I believe in some sort of God. But I don't think we're here. I don't know what the fuck, dude. Shit's wild. Anyways. How do we feel about yeah.
Hey, girlfriend.
I was telling
Our listeners.
the
Our listeners.
telling the mics and our listeners
What you
that
telling?
the end times are near. But the end times is just another word for a new beginning. But then I was saying how nothing will actually ever end except humans will end.
At some point.
Humans will end.
Everything ends, but it also doesn't.
No, like nothing. Like the universe is just out here. I don't know, man.
You want to try this protein popcorn? And tell me, but we got
There's just gonna be a lot of ethical dilemmas in politics. I think in the next presidential election, that's gonna be like a big talking point. Is like AI and like its uses and shit.
It's protein popcorn, dude. 7 grams of protein in one serving.
I get enough protein.
We also have wet.
Welcome back after some technical bullshit difficulties
So we're
by
talking about-
two men with their microphones connected to drawers.
Yeah, it's true.
I know it's hard to envision, but that's exactly what's
You know what?
happening.
We're gonna take a. I'm gonna take a photo of the setup right now, and you guys can judge us. But no, all of my shit's it's too exposed. It's too exposed. This is telling too much. This image.
Yeah, just what are you gonna put it on? Just take it for.
on the podcast title card.
No, dude, it's not.
I'm still gonna.
Let's
take a
just
photo.
not. Just take a photo of it because it's freaking ridiculous. Anyways, why don't you think Sam doesn't think AI will be a major talking point in the next election?
Maybe it will, but it shouldn't be.
No, dude, it should be.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't
I'm
think-
probably wrong. I just like. Is AI gonna like feed people that need to be fed and like house people that need to be housed?
I know, like that's like what's most important, but unfortunately, that's not what it's gonna happen. It's gonna be used to
Can
make.
we move away from AI?
It's
done
gonna.
with
It's,
AI
I know it's
talk.
fucking scary.
I'm
We
not,
need to go
I'm
back.
Not,
to,
I'm not qualified to talk.
we need to
about
go
it.
back to 2012 when
It's
we downloaded Max mixtapes off of Dat Piff and put them on our iPod touches.
Exactly. And when the Snapchat face filters were like revolutionary.
And that's where we should have stopped.
Right then, or even earlier, like the 90s, 95.
Like music could keep advancing and getting cool, but that's the only advancements I really.
But in order for the music to get more and more advanced, not actually necessarily, but kinda, for it to, like the technology recording it has to get better, right?
Yeah, Diplo
And the
said in an interview, he was like, I've been using AI as like a creative tool for my music.
that's fucking bonkers.
I know.
People do,
And
yeah.
and he's like a top fucking artist in his fucking genre. You know? Did you check it?
I'm sorry, dude. I'm fucking nervous. It's fucking hot in here, dude.
I know, it's really hot.
It's like 80
That's why I have my
degrees.
shirt
It's
off.
like 80. It's like 80 fucking degrees in this apartment right now.
It's like you turn the AC off for 1 second and it just fucking gets hot.
It's been off for 900 seconds. Actually, I'm gonna calculate how many minutes that is because I don't know.
But think about this. AI, like, it's from like a...
That's
from
15 minutes, dude.
from a
We've only
bit-
been going for 15 minutes. That doesn't feel right.
I think it's not seconds, dude. Look at it. It's not seconds. It's more than a second.
No, it says.
It's
Bar.
more-
Oh,
it's more
bar. It's bar. What's a fucking bar?
A bar. I don't know, dude. It doesn't fucking matter. Stop fucking with it. Let's just enjoy our conversation, our nice conversation.
I'd rather just see the time. Yeah. See, there we go. That's much
Okay,
better.
there we go.
I switched it to time.
We're learning as we go. This is how fucking.
So we're
this
30.
is how fucking podcast
The
empires
the
are built.
AC's been off for half an hour and we're fucking sweating.
Okay, but all right. This is interesting to me. I don't know about you.
What?
From a business perspective,
Are we back
When you
on
have-
AI?
when you're a business
Mm-hmm.
and you know some of your competitors are going to use AI,
Mm-hmm.
you have no choice but to use it too, or else you're going to fall back and fall behind. And
No, yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like it's fucking it's
yeah.
crazy, dude. It's
That's a generalization.
there's
that's
gonna
true,
be a
but
lot of-
It depends what business you're
yeah,
in.
totally. But there's a lot of, but there's just a lot of there's going to be a lot of ethical, philosophical, a lot of shit going down about it in the future, dude.
It's happening right now.
and it already is happening. But
It's
it's just
happening,
gonna,
brother.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. People don't even understand.
Everybody remember, be kind, and that we're all in this together. We're all humans, and AI should be.
But soon we will be half robots.
But soon we will be but slaves to the. No, that's no.
We will. We already.
Soon we will be. Soon we will be subservient to the robot overlords.
But fuck it, dude. You just gotta have fun, make people laugh, work your hardest.
be kind.
Sometimes you gotta change with the times. Sometimes you gotta fight back.
Jump off a bridge
That too. That's always an option, but not a good one.
or a building. Bridge into a river. High up.
Not a good one.
You don't want to hurt anybody or make anybody scared.
Yeah, you're gonna do that when you fucking kill yourself though. After the fact.
No one will know.
You're gonna hurt
The
a bunch of people.
The atomic bomb. I'm sorry.
You're gonna hurt a bunch of people.
I don't mean to joke about that shit. It's just been. I
It's
don't know.
funny, dude. I mean,
It's funny
you know.
to us because we've been through the gauntlet of Satan. We came out the other side stronger, beautiful knights of light, erupting from the darkness. You know what I mean, dude? We've been to the depths. I've thought about it. I've stood on that bridge. I've been there, brothers. Keep going.
Well,
Let's see how this shakes out, bitch.
Camus,
dude. Fuck yeah. Let's
he
bring
was
it
the
up.
only. I think I could say it in this context.
Camus go
The
hard.
S word.
Yeah.
You could say it. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. No one's listening.
Or you could say unalive.
Oh yeah. What? Okay.
If you want to be
yeah,
extra,
unalive.
if you want to be
But
extra
yeah,
safe.
was it Camus said the only true philosophical question is like
Mhm.
unaliving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. In the myth of Sisyphus. The myth of
Ah,
Sisyphus.
yes.
The myth of Sisyphus. And also, let's get really posh here. Even though Shakespeare wasn't posh.
Let's
at
get
the time.
posh.
But Shakespeare also has that to be or not to be. That is the question.
Yeah, dude.
Blah, 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 blah. All the voice of play and we're fucking actors on the stage.
That was one of my favorite classes in college. Was just philosophy 101. And it was like in a huge, like it's the only one of them that I actually truly remember. Like the.
You dropped in and you're like, oh, here I am in this giant auditorium.
No, but it was a giant, one of those giant Oregon fucking
basement, underground.
Yeah, but it was big. Like it was big, like out of the movies.
a fucking
and it was
theater.
philosophy 101, and he was a badass, like big philosopher dude. And
He's
he
a
was
badass bitch.
And then his
Was he
I think at the end
was
at the
he-
end of the class he like
Was he a badass bitch?
let's actually I'm gonna look him up.
Was he a badass
Yeah,
bitch?
he was a badass, but he goes but
badass-
but
is
I think at the end of the class
Mexico City looks lit, dude. This is Mexico City.
all of these places look lit. But I
But
think
for
I
the
think at the
next-
end of the class he talked about
For the next fucking... Sorry.
like his personal philosophy.
Uh-huh.
I think
What is his philosophy?
like wake up and smell the bacon, basically. Like in short, like
Yeah.
that was his.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah,
like
like-
what... And like when you're eating an apple, just be like, this is a good apple. Like, that's it. Take a deep breath. Be kind. That's it. Don't let your emotions control you.
I think. All right, let me just see if I can find this motherfucker real quick.
Praise the sun. You got to get out there and stare directly into
I'll
the
know
sun.
his face when I see him.
Dude, I saw this guy on, I think, Instagram
Look at
Reels.
this. This is a philosophy professor.
Dude, fuck yeah. That's like the most Oregon guy I could think of. Yeah.
He's
So
like,
Oregon.
fuck this shit, dude. All right,
Fucking smell the bacon, guys.
no, but that's not him. Oh, it was this guy. That was
hell
him.
Yeah, nice.
He's like I think Mark Johnson.
He's a badass
Can
bitch.
say I could say his name.
Yeah, you
He's
could-
famous in the philosophy.
He's a
world.
public figure. We can say his name. Go off. Go off. Wait. What's his name again? Sorry.
Mark Johnson.
Go off, Mark Johnson. King. Go off, King.
All right, bro.
What?
You sound like one of my coworkers, and I always say it around her. She's always like, "King, like go off, King," and then she'll say, "You go off, Queen," and then she'll be like, "Period," and then I say,
No cap.
no." She doesn't really say no cap, but she says period, King, Queen, and Slay.
Slay King.
She says, "Oh, Slay King." She's wild, dude.
And you're like.
She's, no, I like her. She's cool. She's a fiery, but she's like it's a lot. I always whenever I see her, I'm like, period.
Hell yeah. Dude.
Like in a nice way.
No,
though.
of course,
yeah.
of course.
Like not in like I'm
no,
making fun of you.
No, of course. Yeah. Like,
But
we're
I've
in
started
this together. Like, hey, period. Fuck
like
yeah,
or
dude.
like that sucks, and I'll be like, period. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, period. You would fucking hate her. I feel like maybe
Nah,
not, dude.
I don't hate people.
No, I know.
I don't hate people.
No, I know.
I don't do
People-
that anymore. It's not worth anyone's time.
You have to.
I
try
hold
and
no
see-
grudges.
Me too, though. I used to be a lot more judgmental.
I used to get fucking mad at people and be like, "Fuck
But
you!"
like
and fuck you
everyone
forever.
has something to offer, unless you're
Fuck
like
your bloodline. Fuck your children. Fuck your grandchildren. I curse your whole family. That's how I used
Like,
to be.
just
Not
because
anymore.
someone is annoying doesn't necessarily. This is what I've learned as I've gotten older. Just because someone is like can be annoying doesn't mean like you can't be their friend or like they can't be cool.
Well, also, even if like they hate you and you hate them, or,
That's different.
But like even at that worst state, like they still, just as you're saying, are like somebody's something somewhere.
True, but what
And,
I'm
like
saying.
have value regardless of how.
What
you
I'm
feel
saying
about
more,
them.
what I'm saying more is like, oh, that person's like annoying as fuck, but like they could, you could still like them. And then there's different levels to annoying, to where you're like, I actually think
Yeah.
that person's annoying and I don't want to be around them.
Yeah.
And then, but I'm talking this coworker is like, oh, she's annoying, but like she cool, you know,
Yeah.
like,
No, I get you, dude.
you
No,
know.
I-
But you think I'm
here.
annoying, and I think you're annoying.
Sometimes, dude, I love you, brother. You're my
No,
brother.
I know, dude.
You're my
We-
brother in Christ. We're in this. We're out here.
I know,
You
dude.
do annoy the fuck out of me sometimes. It's true, but it's just because we're around each. We're like, I mean, on record, we're very good roommates. We've lasted longer than a lot of people would living together. And being
Because you're like my brother, dude.
Yeah.
Like if I were to live with my own brother, I'd be like.
Fuck
I would
you.
get annoyed, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I could do it because he's my brother,
Yeah, dude.
and I love him.
What do I do that annoys you? Living here. Tell me, unload, dude.
Sometimes it annoys me.
Let me go. Yeah, let it out. Sorry. Go ahead.
This,
You have the stage.
sometimes I have envy when you get to stay up late and smoke weed and sit out here, and I have to go to bed, and that's
Yeah.
annoying.
How's that? Okay. I can live with that. Is there anything else that's actionable on my part other than me not enjoying my free time? When I've done all my work and I'm out here, just okay. Is anything else? I just, you know what? I won't enjoy any of my time moving forward. I'll just be sad.
I think it's no, dude. That's not. Shut the fuck
I'm,
up.
I'm joking. I'm joking. Anytime that you're
Most of it comes from like resentment that's self-centered.
that's real, dude. Yeah.
But like, I think that's everybody.
Yeah.
I don't know, but we both do this. But like when we both,
Not like
if you like complain about something, and then I'm like, well, do something about. I can't think of a specific example.
But like, what about like when I leave paper towels around, or you do?
That doesn't annoy me that much.
Yeah, it doesn't annoy me that much either. It used to when I was on the kratom. It used to make me mad. Remember when when we were deep in the kratom and I was like, we need to wash all of our apples before putting them in the fridge, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. I saw it on TikTok or whatever it was. It's like, we need to wash all of them. And you're like, no. Do you remember that?
Not really. I probably blocked that. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's when we first moved in, and you're like, "That's fucking ridiculous," and I was like, "No, dude." But then yeah, I realized it was ridiculous. You're just very amiable, and you don't hold grudges either. You're just like, eh. You're very tolerant. You're a tolerant
I am.
guy.
I'm very. It might be all the weed that I've smoked in my lifetime.
I think it's just your base layer. You're just a nice, tolerant guy.
Yeah, most people at work think I'm like way too chill sometimes.
I think you're just a nice dude. Yeah.
But I don't. I just.
You're
pick my
literally
battles.
the chill guy from the meme. You're just standing out there in a field, just like the chill guy.
I think I'm a little bit high strung in my own brain, but like outwardly I'm pretty chill.
Yeah, but like you might be high strung to yourself, but you're not that. You don't spread it. You're very.
That is correct. I am very high strung and usually what I've been trying to do is like when I'm like thinking about like whether it be you or my girlfriend or my brother, just as in examples.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm in my head, I'm like, why don't they just fucking like do this? And it's like really like, I'm like, you know what? They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and I can focus on what I can change.
Yeah, dude,
that's what I'm trying to do more.
That's fucking wisdom right there, brother.
That's what I'm trying to do more.
Like, you can give them your take on it, but they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and the more you try to force it, the less likely they're gonna do what you want them to do. The angrier and more tense that it's gonna be with them, you know.
Yeah, and this is with
most relationships. Even me and you, bro, we relate to each other better than we did like 2 years ago. We're just out here being kind.
I don't know, man. I think we're just bros, and we realize that friendships come and go, and you gotta hold on to friendship. Like, it's very important. Like, whether we agree or disagree on, like, certain things, like, we have to...
Yeah, we're riding, brother. I got sun chips, dude. It's so fucking hot right now. We might have to take a break and fucking...
we could end it soon. We're almost at an hour.
Let's just get let's get to an hour and then call it.
Like, there's certain battles that you have to pick. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about. I don't know.
Want a sun chip?
No, I'm good.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. When we go to the movie tonight, though, I'm gonna eat food before we go. If you want to go somewhere, you can. But I've been spending too much money out. I spent like almost probably $100 eating out in the last 3 days. Cause I'm paying for 2.
Jesus, dude. Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get you, bro. You're good. What, you gonna have broccoli?
I think like you want to.
What are you gonna have? Broccoli beef?
I don't have any. I have been craving it. I'll probably just eat a bunch of meatballs and meatballs and apples.
Nice, dude.
The meatballs are actually, like, if you look at the ingredients, they're actually like pretty fucking like not bad.
No,
it's
they're
like,
solid.
It's like salt and peppers and fucking like beef. They're
onion.
not that bad for
They
you.
have breadcrumbs in there.
Breadcrumbs too, and like Parmesan or something.
It's mostly just beef. The turkey ones aren't bad either.
But let's get back. I'm not. There's certain like, I think there's certain things that like, with certain people like, you think you want to help them and you want to tell them like you should do this, but you can't because you think it'll help them and you almost maybe know it will help them, but like can't. I don't know, dude. But at the same time, that comes from like your own experience of what helped you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And at the end of the day, you got to move through it on your own.
The only thing that you can do is offer your knowledge and experience, and then support them in whatever they choose. As long as it's not hurting themselves or others, you can just be like, I gave them my 2 cents. No,
But sometimes I think it's good to be like, do you want my advice? Instead of just being like, go do this, or else it's going to come off the wrong way.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, no unsolicited shit, dude. But it's not like a one size fits all.
I think you someone could say something, and then that triggers you to think of like a way that you could help them, and then you could be like, do you want my advice on this matter?
Yeah.
But if you come in like, you need to do this, it's gonna make it's just not. Doesn't work. That looks.
It's Sydney.
Yeah, that looks nice, dude. Australia. Sam and I are gonna go watch Bring Her Back in the theater tonight.
The
That was
theater. The theater.
the theater. That shit's gonna be fucked up, dude.
I'm pumped, dude.
Pumped to be mentally scarred.
Yeah, dude, they can't get to me. Maybe they will. But I don't think
No,
they
they'll
can.
get to me for a little bit. Like they
I
always
don't-
it
I
can.
don't think they're gonna get to me. We'll see.
No, probably not. Like it's not gonna like you're not gonna give it much thought after like an hour of seeing it. But hopefully it's one of those that like sits.
No, I think it'll. No, I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm sure it'll sit with me, dude.
Like I think we might be walking out of that.
Sometimes I like to imagine, like, what if I was, like, a kid? Like,
That is-
remember when I first watched horror movies? Like, what if I saw that then? How scared would I be? Like, that's, like, another metric. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we will be. From the reaction videos I've watched, I think we're gonna be walking out of that theater
With shit running
like
down our legs.
feeling like ugh, like just like feeling
Just diarrhea.
feeling gross.
Diarrhea pooling out of our jeans.
Shit's gonna be gnarly. I will say that's not how I thought the Sydney Opera House looked like from above. I imagined it like in more of an urban, like no trees around.
Dude, you never seen a photo of it?
I have, but I never saw a photo of it from I guess not like I didn't know there was like feet like a.
But it's always been on the harbor.
Yeah, I knew it was on the No, I know it's on the harbor next to water, but I didn't know it was like in like a green patch of the. Like there was a bunch of trees and grass and shit, and then at the end of it was the. Like I imagined just straight buildings behind it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Is that still Sydney?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's Sydney for the next, whatever, like, what time is it? The next 25 minutes.
Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we should move there. Do they
Yeah,
have
moved to Australia.
Australia? We could start saying the C word over there.
Yeah, you can say it over there.
I don't know if Americans can.
Sure, they can. Yeah, but there was a guy in college. I think I told you this story. Maybe I don't remember, but we didn't. When I lived in an apartment building, not the last year, but the year before that, me and my roommate like just fucking left the door open, like unlocked, like in you know, it's like it's like relatively safe, you know, and you have to like have a key to get in, like the building. But like we left our actual apartment door unlocked, and we were both like in our. It was like late. It was like the bars had closed. So it was probably like I think the bars closed at 2 there, 2 or 3, 2. Yeah, 2. But it was like after 2, I think, and we started to hear talking in the living room. That wasn't our other roommates, right? And we were like, "What the fuck?" And we went out there, and it was the girl that lived next door, blonde girl.
Yeah.
And she was so fucked up. And she was with some like Australian dude who met her. I think like for like a
this isn't my apartment
for like a hookup or whatever. And they were just on the couch, just like fucking, just like whatever. And we were like, "Yo, this is like
not your place."
But like, yeah, but then we like chilled with them for a sec.
What?
Yeah, we were like cool about it because like we knew she lived next door.
She just came in to fuck this Australian guy. Why'd you bring this?
I don't know if she was fucking him or what. I think he was trying to fuck her. I don't really know. But they were both fucked up. Point of the story is that he was saying cunt a lot.
You fucking no, I can't say it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, why not, dude? It's not like
no, dude. We can't say it.
They don't flag that word.
Yeah, they do. They for sure do.
Oh.
I don't think they're gonna catch it because no one's listening.
No one's listening.
Say it. I'm not British or Australian.
Dude, I think you can say it.
No, you're not allowed to say it as a straight man. It's not allowed. It's not allowed. It's not allowed.
I say it around my
I
say it around my girlfriend. She likes it.
Oh. This is a curb your enthusiasm thing. Like you can't go out in public and like say that as someone who is me.
Yeah, like no, yeah, but you also can't. You can't go out in public being like fuck. People are gonna look at you and be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?"
Yeah, I do that.
But
anyway.
if you know them well and you know your audience, of course you could say.
I think fuck is different than because the C word carries an implication of derogatory. You know, I don't know. Dude. Just dude, no, that is what it is. Like it's not. You can't argue that it's like a fashionable word for men to say to women.
No, to call them that. No, can't say that.
You can't say it. You can say it.
I have definitely said that word at work.
Dude, but you don't. Okay.
I know, but I'm just saying where I work. I work is different, and the person next to me didn't even bat an eye.
Who was the person next to you?
I don't know. I've said it multiple times.
Freddie.
I just no.
Freddie Johnson.
I think it just depends. Depends who you're. I'm pretty good at knowing my audience, and if I know.
I'm so fucking warm right now.
I know I'm sweating.
Let's get this.
My tits are sweating a little bit.
Ew. Tyler's nips are officially wet.
No, yeah, but like my torso is moist.
Gross, moist. They really love this bridge on this. We're watching like a cityscapes, dude. There's the fucking symphony over there. The Sydney.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, on the right hand side.
Oh yeah, the Opera House.
The Opera House, not the symphony. Sorry.
I think they do the symphonies there. There it is.
There she is.
That's a beautiful piece of architecture right there.
That's beautiful right there.
It is.
Aliens are gonna find that and be like, "What the fuck were they doing?" Yeah, dude, look, there's trees behind it. Trees. There are trees in Australia.
Do you think we should start naming each podcast episode just like a different name? But like episode whatever. This? I don't know. Like whatever we think of at the end, just like one word or
fucking
like
just the C word, just
No. No.
I'm sorry I'm being a pussy, dude.
No, you're not, dude. I do agree. It's not like a word in America that you can that people go around saying.
It's not. Yeah, it's like a curb your.
And like you say it.
Stop jostling.
Oh, sorry for jostling.
That was some jostle. You can see it.
Sorry, you can hear the jostling.
Stop jostling.
I think.
Who are you, my mother?
I forgot, but I think if you're talking about when you're talking to a woman and you
want
to give a woman an insult, like
I never want to do that.
Of course not, but you can't say the C word, And
if I want to, yes, of course, yeah. But you also like you're not supposed to say it just in general.
right.
It's just social conventions.
Right.
Do I sometimes say it when I'm after watching Mr. In Between? Like I repeat lines that he says. Yeah, but that's when I'm all alone, and only our landlord's microphones can hear that. Just coming over later in a trench coat. That's a callback. Not a good one. They really love like this bridge. Yeah, just like a close up of this bridge. They love it. Oh, this is a snooze. We're snoozing, folks. What's going on? We have 5 minutes left.
Yeah, we gotta make sure this podcast is in no way like.
This
like
is kind of boring.
No, we gotta make sure it's in no way connected to like our like professional.
I know.
careers.
Yeah, we gotta stop talking about work, dog. You're the one that keeps bringing it up.
No, but I'm not. I know, but like.
But you gotta stop if
But,
you
like,
want to stop. You
yeah.
gotta stop. Because like I was about like when you're like, yeah, I said it at work. I'm like, well, I was gonna respond and be like, well, you could do that because it's but I can't because it's. So we gotta. I don't think we
Yeah,
can.
we gotta be cognizant. We gotta be cognizant.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about sharing a story about the C word, and I can't say it here.
Dude, yeah, and you gotta just not.
I can't.
Don't bring up the word. Don't bring up the work. This is not about work. This is about us being two buds.
This is about
And AI, and fucking how everybody's gonna be fucking AI robots in 10 years, and they won't be able to see humans ever because all the humans will be fucking other robots.
something else I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it. Oh yeah, I gotta filter myself a little bit. All right. Talk about it. Talk about it off the pod.
Talk about what? Fucking AI
What
robots?
what I was thinking about off the pod. Look at that sunset.
It's beautiful. It's a big city there. There's shacks. Spiders.
Yeah, there are a lot of shacks there.
Spiders.
There's a new Shark movie coming out next week.
There's a shack under all of those buildings in the sewers.
It is
I jostled.
my girlfriend's most anticipated movie of the year. Isn't that cool? I'm so happy.
Yeah, you're winning. You're winning, brother.
I'm happy about it. She's like,
Don't
when's it coming out? I'm like, it
don't
comes
fuck
out
that
this
shit
year.
up, dude. If you fuck it up, don't cry about it for 3 years. I will be there for you, but I will not be happy.
Yeah, no.
Don't fuck it up, dog. Be kind. Be there. She's cool. You guys are built for each other. You both like Shaq movies.
Yeah.
You're out there watching Sharks and Mission Impossible. She's honestly doing me a huge favor, not even intentionally, by like seeing these shitty movies with you. Even though I know Mission Impossible is objectively a good movie, I'm just being a bitch, but
It's objectively a good action movie.
I just don't like shark movies really that much. Not as much as you guys. I just can't get there. But you guys don't like sci-fi as much as I do.
Do you think we could watch the trailer on the podcast?
I don't know if that's alright. Is it alright? Do you think they'd be alright with that? No one's actually listening, are they?
They don't even know what movie it is. I'm not even going to say the name.
But, I mean, the sound, it could be copyrighted. There could be a song in there that's copyrighted.
Look, it's fucking Brenda stalking
Dude, yeah,
groceries.
they've shown this fucking WG.
Miranda. I know. What was change her name?
Miranda was the woman in the car. I think you stuck
I
that.
know, different name. Tiffany. That's Tiffany. Because I'm not trying to be racist.
You named her Miranda. Her name was Miranda first.
For Miranda, that's Tanya.
Who's this?
That's Jeff.
Jeff?
That is.
That was Tom.
That was Tom.
And that's Janice. Janice was stocking the shelves, and what was the...
It was Janice or Brenda. Did I say Janice?
Don't worry, they'll
first
show
time?
it to us one more time. There's going to be one more.
One more. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So what's her name?
That's Miranda. That was.
Yeah, Miranda.
Who's that? Tanya.
Tanya, Miranda, Tanya.
Jeff.
Jeff. we love Jeff. We love Jeff.
Tom.
That's Tom. Who's this?
That's Brenda.
Brenda.
Tanya again.
Tanya.
Miranda.
All right, later. They show it 3 times. Maybe.
Miranda. This
in
is
case we hadn't seen it enough.
Okay, but on the real though, I don't give a fuck if you hear this, Miranda, our old landlord. If you're hearing this, suck a fucking
Yeah,
dick.
fuck
dude.
you, Miranda.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah, dude, she sucked.
You guys
she was
are bad
gaslighting
landlords.
gaslighting like rat.
Dude,
rat.
I was looking through my Google Drive the other day, and I was looking just like I had a screenshot of our text conversation with them.
Why'd you name her Miranda if we hate Miranda? Shouldn't have named her Miranda.
Either way, that's a good Miranda. I'm talking about
the bad Miranda.
Yeah, dude. I don't
What did the screen?
fuck,
What did the screenshots?
But we it was a screenshot of me and you's text conversation about like the rats, and like one of them was just like, "There's only one." They were like, "There's only one rat" or something like that, and then it was I don't know if I think it was me who responded, but I was like, "There's definitely more than one rat, guys." And then another one was like exterminate, like we were both gone, and it was like exterminators here now, and then and then we came home and there were just rat traps like throughout the hallway, and that was it.
Yeah, those guys, and then
Homeboy's still living.
And then when
there.
I started hearing them on the vents and recorded sounds of it, and like brought them into my room and was like, "This is what's happening. They're running through the walls and shit." And played them the video. Miranda was like, "No, that's not a rat. That's just you tripping." I was like, "Here's another one. Here's one of them running in the closet down the hall." They're like, "Oh, that's probably the one that died." It's like not how fucking rats work, dude. If there's one rat,
and
there's
I will apologize.
Tyler didn't believe me for a while until one of the rats ran into his foot while he was sitting on the can.
Didn't run into my foot. I'll tell the story for the people.
All right, fine, you fucking bitch. You're the one that didn't believe me.
But no, I was
said that they were house noises.
I was gaslighting myself though.
Yeah, you were.
But here we go. I came.
The trash in your room.
This was like, I think we were like both gone.
The trash.
We were both gone, and there was trash throughout the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you live there yet.
No, I think I.
But we were both gone. I don't know. We were both on vacation or something.
Yes.
And
then in your room.
I came back. There was trash throughout the hallway and trash in my room, like spread out all over my room. And I texted our other roommate, like, "Are you like dropping trash like throughout the hallway? And like, were you in my room?"
What do you say?
He was like, "No," but he was trippy, and he was like, he made some weird remark. I don't know what he said, but like in my head, like I wasn't even thinking rats. Like I it wasn't even on my radar.
Well, that same roommate when I moved in was like, "Just so you know, there are rats."
Yeah, they never told me that.
Well, he told me. They didn't tell me.
No, but like he didn't tell me that.
The landlords didn't tell us anything, and then they pretended like this was a new problem.
But
they were like, "This never happens." And I was like, "Dude, okay, well, it's happening right now."
But he didn't tell me that when I moved in.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, we could have sued them if we had really wanted to. I had a lot of evidence, but like, I don't want to spend more time with them. Especially, yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
Could have sued them. I don't know if we would have won though.
No, we would have. We would have. Talked to somebody who knows about the law. I showed him the videos and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and showed him the text message screenshots and shit.
Oh.
And there's yeah. It would have fucked them over, but I'm not down.
Yeah,
I'm not down to spend time on that.
I wonder what would have happened if we sued them, won, and then it was like, all right, like, and then like
the house is yours.
The city, yeah, dude, that'd be fucking crazy.
Maybe in another timeline we did go through with suing them, and now that house is ours.
Well, no, that house. Well, I would honestly.
And then we hire like exterminators for $1,000, and they get rid of the rats.
Dude, we would. I would have. I personally.
Yeah.
Would have wanted to like. This is me though. Like sell that house. We split the money. We both get like $1 million, and then I go live like somewhere else for like whatever. But I don't know. That's what I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe just keep it as an asset. I don't know. Nice.
Who the fuck is Will? Hey Sam, it's Will. I'm at the department store right now. Sorry.
You don't know a Will and they called you?
No, they texted me. I do know plenty of Wills, but I don't recognize this number.
All right. I think that's gonna be it.
Sorry, yeah.
I think that's gonna be it for
I
episode
do
6.
know. Maybe is it the Will I'm thinking of? All right, thank
This
you.
was our best one yet.
Thank you for joining,
I'm
everybody.
a little more lively. It's because I don't have weed.
All
in
right,
my
we gotta
system.
say goodbye. Don't just stop it.
Oh yeah. All right. Tune in for the next one. We're gonna keep doing this, and we're getting better, and we're gonna get faster and better as we go,
Stronger, faster,
and
better.
stronger.
Thank you for joining. We love you all. I hope you guys all have a beautiful.
I don't love all of you.
Tyler hates you all.
I don't
you all.
hate you all, but
Tyler doesn't like you.
All right.
I don't understand why somebody's asked. Oh wait, you know who it is? I know.
All right.
I know who it is.
Okay, can we continue this when we wrap it up?
I have a new phone. I'm sorry.
All right, y'all.
We love you guys. Peace out.
Peace out, and thanks for tuning in. One love,
One heart,
one heart,
one butthole. We share it and poop together.
7 buttholes.
One butthole, and 16 penises, 14 vulvas, and 75 vaginas.
And 1 titty.
just the one.
All right, just the one. All right,
Goodbye.
goodbye.